5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire and hold.
I'm Robert Dow with Silver Creek Material. I'm the owner, founder of this back in 1982. Silver Creek Materials is a mining recycling company, and we mine huge quantities of material for building and construction. Our recycling is mostly composting that we do, and a lot that comes into our operation goes into composting. We also have retail. You can come out here with your pickup trucks, pick up. We can deliver any of our materials. That includes all the aggregates, all the compost products, the soil blends. I had a degree in horticulture from Texas Tech University, and I bought about 5 acres of land for my grandfather, who had just about 150 acres out here. And I built some greenhouses, and I learned from that there was probably more to Silver Creek than what I thought with the mining side of it. So in a couple of 3 years later, we started mining out here, and that's kind of how I got into Silver Creek. We're getting ready to have a blast today, a rock blast. I think my son's up there, actually the CEO of the company. Let's head up there and just see if we can find him and see what he has to say about the blast today. We're up here right now on the blast area, and I see my son is here. Let's go up there and talk to him, and he will show us how they prep this before you guys see the blast. How's it going?
Good, how are you
doing?
After growing up here at Silver Creek, being a kid climbing over sand piles, and now being the CEO of the company, one of the most exciting things to me is seeing heavy equipment work and seeing stuff blow up here. It's a really fun process to experience a blast out here at Silver Creek, and we have a blast blowing stuff up. It's absolutely exciting and thrilling, and is a key part in making mine material. We can get an up-close look here of our blast area. It's 35,000 pounds of explosives today across 124 blast holes, spaced in a 14 by 14 grid.
Cool. Yeah, come show them.
It'll be a cool show. So let's stop here. We don't want to go over this jet cord here. So this is an example of a finished blast hole before it blasts. So what we've got here is, as best as I can describe, a delay fuse, a det cord, which this cord is going to help detonate the explosive, and then this rock stemming. And what the stemming will do is, instead of the blast going up out of the hole, it's going to lock it in and keep it down in the dirt where we need it. So the end use of this is going to be fracturing rock and fracturing sandstone. So what we're really excited about to do with blasting, and lots of mining operations do, is instead of digging it with some really heavy equipment, rock is so hard to dig through, why not just blow it up? And that fractures it, it pushes it for us, and puts it right where we need to be in small enough rocks to where our rock crushing equipment can deal with it. The blast that we can expect is 124 holes, blasting it that direction off the cliff, and it's going to fracture the rock for us, and it's going to heave the rock for us into a pile that we can deal with real easily.
So I think what you're going to see after this blast is, right along this line, you're going to have a 30-foot drop all the way down, and all of this will be moved out. So it'll be just a sheer cliff all the way down this line of holes.
Hey, Shannon, what's the status?
Hey, Marshall. Well, we're all set to blast here safely today. We've set up our perimeter. We've got our folks all prepared to stop traffic, and all of our holes are set, and we'll safely quarantine the area and make sure nobody can enter.
Excellent, thank you.
My name is Shannon Kingery. I'm the Environmental and Safety Manager here at Silver Creek Materials. I help coordinate the blasts, as well as handle other safety and environmental issues and compliance that we have here at Silver Creek. From a safety perspective, a few days before, we'll let our entire team know that we have a blast planned. We have drillers out here that come and drill the area, and then day of, we'll fill the holes. We coordinate different locations for our managers to stop traffic. We coordinate with the ticket house to stop trucks there, and then we create a safe perimeter. So 1,500 feet is what we're looking at for a safe perimeter to prevent any fly rock or other debris from injuring anybody in the area.
Yeah, I think the next thing we do is head toward the blast. I see that some of our guys are getting ready to deploy a drone. They fly the drones over our operation, and they will be able to take pictures of where we are right now, all the elevations we've dug into, and all the way down to how much stockpile material we have.
Well, everyone loves a good aerial shot, so we hang out about 200 feet above the rock blast, and we hope to capture, in essence, what we hope to mine underneath that rock, which is the sand, and hopefully capture a really cool shot.
We're at our north mine right now, watching some heavy equipment work and make materials. We use every single material here, and everything in our mine is sellable. There's no waste, no accumulation, and we make several different sand and clay-based products here, as well as crushing some rock to make gravel. That corner over there is the ridge that's going to fall off. It's a rock layer on the corner, and we are going to blast it, heave it off to the left side there, and be able to access it to crush afterwards.
5,
Be careful for blast fly rock. Keep an eye out.
1, fire in the hole.
We had a safe and successful blast out here at Silver Creek today. We pushed the rock where we needed to go, and everyone was safe. So now to dig out that sand underneath and crush that rock.
It was perfect. I could tell right when it went off, it was a good blast. As you can tell, broke the rock up into a good size that we can run right through our crusher machine. We shot about 100,000 ton of rock that we've moved, and had a perfect spacing of 14 by 14 foot, 32 feet deep, and it did the job. We're pretty proud of it all, that's for sure. We're gonna go to the lake now. It's a really special place, and it's for all our employees. I'll tell you a little bit about it when we get there. This is our recreational lake for our employees. They love this place. It's full of fish. It's been a place that our employees are able to bring their kids and have birthday parties. Everybody has fun up here. We built it at our dam. It's about 40 foot deep. Right off our dock is about 30 feet deep. There's huge blocks of rock that we have piled in a pyramid underneath the water, and it gives a habitat for all the little fish to hide from the big fish. So consequently, they have a lot of fish out here. One of the special things I love about this lake was we were able to build it because of 9/11 actually. The economy's down, stock market's down, people are getting laid off everywhere. And I decided if you bring the employees up here and let them build something themselves that they're gonna be able to use in the future, it allows me to keep them working, and it keeps them staying at Silver Creek because it's something they develop for themselves and their families. One of the other things that I like is that we are making a difference to our planet, our country, but primarily Texas. The material comes into us, we process it, we turn it back out again, it never goes to landfill.
We compost food waste, we compost waste from cafeteria, from data centers, from different large companies around us will send us very, very clean food waste. We add it into our compost, the microbes break it down, and it becomes a very, very rich carbon and nitrogen source. That is another thing that we pride ourselves in, having excellent compost that can operate as a great fertilizer. Whenever we live in a society where the easiest thing to do is throw something away. Someone comes to the curb, they pick up your trash, and it's gone, it's not in your life anymore. But we all need to be thinking about the long-term implications of getting rid of trash, getting rid of plastics and recyclables, organic matter, leaves, Christmas trees. You know, anything that can break down is something that could be composted. Here at Silver Creek, if someone gets rid of tree trimmings, brush, Christmas trees, we can take it, we'll grind it up into mulch, produce compost and mulch products with it, and we'll send it back to the same neighborhood that the trees were taken down from, that the trees were trimmed from, that Christmas trees were collected, and we will be able to create a very sustainable process where some of that organic matter doesn't just end up in the landfill, that it can actually be a fully circular process, and you don't have to deal with methane production. You don't have to deal with using up landfill space. It's something that is an absolutely beautiful process and something that's very sustainable and approachable.
I think everybody understands compost is good, and we just turned it into a business of something that's really good for the planet, for us, and for our lives.
I hardly remember when we did win the 1997 Governor's Award for Environmental Excellence. I remember distinctly my dad shaking the governor's hand at the time, Governor Bush, and that was an exciting time for us. But you know, now that I'm grown up, so to speak, and 20-something years later, I get to walk by and see that award on the wall of our office every single day. And that's inspiring to me that the processes at Silver Creek were recognized at a state level for being excellent. And that's what we try to do, is continue to try to be excellent with the environment. Something that every company should be striving for is earning environmental excellence awards and striving to the level of where you're recognized at a state level for your contributions to reducing landfill waste or your contributions to meeting environmental goals.
One of the exciting things that's come up lately is the zoo poo from the city of Dallas.
Zoo poo is a product from our herbivore waste here at the Dallas Zoo. We are now sending all of our herbivore waste to Silver Creek Materials to make the zoo poo. The elephants, giraffe, zebra, some smaller animals, but it's all the hoofed animals. The animals do what they do. They eat, and you know, it has to come out somewhere. Then the wonderful zoologists out here have to go around and scrape all of it up, pick it up. It goes into 4-yard trailers. It's picked up at the barns, taken to our waste yard, and dumped into a compactor. And 3 times a week, Republic Services picks the compactor up and takes it to Silver Creek Materials in Fort Worth.
The Dallas Zoo plans to send us 2 million pounds of their herbivore manure this year that we are going to accept at our site. We are going to compost it here, and then we are going to sell it as a specialty product. And then the zoo is even going to have it in their gift shop at the Dallas Zoo.
Over 2 million pounds that we're now removing from the landfill. You don't have to worry about the space or all the methane that is going to be released from this poo. It's a lot cleaner the way we're doing it now.
It's an exceptional sustainability program. We enjoy helping the city of Dallas improve their sustainability percentages, raise their sustainability goals, meet some of their goals, and it's just a very, very exciting project, and we value that relationship very highly.
It took years to finally find somebody that would actually take all this product and do something with it.
This is zoo poo as it arrives at Silver Creek Materials. You can see here the zoo poo straight as it comes from the Dallas Zoo, and we are going to show you how we turn this zoo poo straight from the animal habitat into a beautiful compost. Something we are absolutely delighted to have processing at Silver Creek Materials, and the processing phase looks like this. This is zoo poo stage 2. So this is the material that you just saw, and it is a much, much richer, and it has been screened, partially ground, and broken down, and it gets very, very hot in there. Let me take you to the final stage of zoo poo after the curing process. Welcome to the final stage of zoo poo. It's been curing for 9 months to a year, an absolutely beautiful product. It's going to be excellent anywhere that a good soil is needed, and the best part is a portion of every purchase goes towards animal conservation. There's lots of ways that any company could give back or contribute, and one thing that has to start at the leadership level of your company. A very important thing to think about is sustainability. It is just dishonest, and it is a bad practice for companies to not consider sustainability at every single step of their decision making.
I'd like everybody to understand they can do their part toward recycling, keeping our environment clean. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing. It can be what you feel like you can do. Start small, and if you can work bigger, that's fine. But we all do something. I think that's the key. We've all got to do something to save this world.